Egypt opens up to the world. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi meets with world leaders.
أعبر لكم عن خالص الشكر والتقدير على حفاوة الاستقبال وكرم الضيافة.
Reaffirming Egypt's vision, delivering our voice abroad.
لتطوير التعاون الثنائي الاقتصادي والعسكري إلى مستويات غير مسبوقة.
Discussing regional and international developments. Solid and strong relations on the path of partnership and development.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today. We're discussing today and shedding light on the visit by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in order to participate yesterday, Saturday, in the Baghdad Cooperation Conference that gathered 9 countries. Among them was Jordan, Iran, Turkey, Qatar, and several other countries. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us today Dr. Ahmed Osama, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Good morning, Dr. Osama.
Good morning.
Dr. Osama, 2 months ago, or a few months ago, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi went to Baghdad to it was a tripartite cooperation meeting between Iraq, Egypt, and Jordan, and it was the first time that an Egyptian president visited Baghdad in 30 years. That was a few months ago. Now, yesterday, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi participated in the Baghdad Cooperation Conference in the attendance of 9 countries in the region. Give us your insight concerning the importance of this.
It was actually a historical event yesterday, and the presence of our distinguished President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the King Abdullah II and the other 7 countries is one of the outputs of a lot of preparations and initiatives from our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Yes.
As you mentioned, that he was the first president since 30 years ago, and 3 decades, it's a long time.
Yes.
During the situations and what was going in the region.
Yes.
So the president's initiative, and with King Abdullah II for several times, and after bilateral meetings. Yes. and also the cabinet follow-up between the countries after the presidential level meetings. It was a very good preparation. The event yesterday is was amazing, and our president was very clear in his message that Egypt is supporting Iraq by all means. Yes. Backing them in reconstruction, in economics and bilateral relationship, and in security and stability and the independence of
yes, in
Iraq.
all domains, yes. And the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, when he met with the Iraqi President Burhan Saleh, he said that Egypt rejects all foreign interference in Iraq's affairs, and expressed Egypt's keenness to resume cooperation with Baghdad in all domains. Could you shed more light on this?
Yes, surely, because the security of Iraq and all of the intervention, foreign intervention in Iraq that we found before a lot of troubles. And what's good in this conference is that we have parts of the problems is sitting on the table.
Yes.
So the conference itself, by the participation of all parts, even that having confrontations or any problems or conflicts background, it's good to sit now on the round table.
So this brings us to the very important point, the timing of this conference. How do you see?
The timing is very, very critical and very important, and in a very wise decision
Yes.
and brave decision to be held in this time, definitely with bringing all of the counterparts and neighborhood countries that they have problems with Iraq to sit together, with also involvement of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, the French president,
Yes.
and the Gulf Cooperation Council,
Yes.
the
Prime Minister
the
of-
Arab League,
Yes, of Kuwait.
and
Yes.
yes, sure.
Yes.
So the security of Iraqi now, they have to solve the problems internally with independent Iraqi involvement from all different ethnics and groups and religious groups.
Yes.
As you know, Iraq is like a mosaic of different kind of religions, faiths, but now, by the attendance of the Iranian part,
Yes.
by the attendance of the Turkish part,
Yes.
and we know that there are problems with the Kurdish people in Iraq.
Yes.
The negotiations of the discussions of even the Iraqi bilateral relationships,
Yes.
and also Egypt, the same with Saudi Arabia, and all of them are looking for the reconstruction of Iraq and reconciliation in Iraq, and the keenness of all of them to build up continuously the democratic transition with the parliamentarian and the presidential election
Yes.
on October.
Yes. Egypt's participation in this Baghdad Cooperation Conference gives Egypt the previous pivotal role it always played in the region, and also, as you've just mentioned, sir, the attendance of Iraq and the attendance of Iran, I mean, and Turkey. So, could you give us how do you see this gathering or this cooperation conference in gathering all these 9 states all together? The recommendations, what do we expect after this recommendation of this conference?
With the participation of all of these parts from these countries, and with the recommendations
of the conference.
Of
Yes.
the conference.
Yes.
The recommendation of the conference insisted about Iraq,
Yes.
the stability of Iraq,
Yes.
the reconciliation in Iraqi, the security in Iraq, stop any international or foreign invasion
Yes.
in the Iraqi
Interference.
interference.
Yes,
in
that's what President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi
yes,
also said during the conference.
in disturbance the
Yes.
stability of Iraq.
Yeah.
And the stability of Iraq is the stability of the
region.
whole region,
Yes.
as King Abdullah II said. Also, all of them said the same meaning.
Yes.
That the stability of Iraq, the security of Iraq is part of the security of all of us.
So all the nations that were attending the meeting yesterday had the same ideas or criteria.
Yes,
Yes,
they are gathered for this,
Yes.
and what we are looking for is the tactical steps for how to involve this and get this happened through this critical time. As, for instance, there are different kind of meetings. This is just giving us the indication of what's needed for the region.
Yes.
And as our president told the Prime Minister of Kuwait and for the Qatar Prince that the Gulf security is part of our national security.
Yes.
So these kind of differences of part of the Arab world involved with Iran, Turkey now, and the French ambassador involved, and also saying that whatever the position of other countries to get out of Iraq, we are here to fight terrorism together. And the Iraqi people are very strong to defeat the Daesh troops, and hopefully that they will success in the coming few months in a transitional period with a democratic process.
Yes.
And we are looking for the future by overcoming any mistakes happened in the past.
Yes. So, Dr. Osama, on the sidelines of this Baghdad Cooperation Conference and partnership, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held several meetings. Of course, he met with the Iraqi president, of course, and he also met with the Kuwaiti Prime Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, and also with the Qatari Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani. So give us your insight concerning the sidelines meetings that could support the ideas or add some sort of insistence on the ideas of the conference.
Our president is always insisting and working with his team in the foreign affairs and the head of intelligence, and telling everyone that Egypt is insisting of the national security and the Arab security and the Gulf security. We are working on stability in the region.
Yes.
And we are looking for more cooperation and more bilateral relations and the benefits for all sides with our neighborhoods and brothers in the region. So there are two parts, more of proving from the cooperation from the other parts, and they know well that Egypt is keen about their national security, about the Gulf security, about the bilateral relationships, and also looking for more steps from Qatar and Turkey and the other countries to be involved in a peaceful relations for the stability of the region itself.
Yes, I thank you very much for your valuable information and for your point of view and for analyzing the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's visit to Iraq to attend the Cooperation Conference. Thank you very much for joining us today. Dr. Ahmed Osama, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Thank you so much. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. I'm Amal Mukhtar. I was joined by my colleague, Nermina Abdurrahman. Thank you very much for watching.